We're going to have Mr. Mark Talley, who's going to tell you about his mother, and he's joined by his wife, Miss Talley. And this is his first time speaking on this matter, so it's very emotional. Take your time, Mark.
Take your time, bro.
The last time I spoke with my mother was on Mother's Day. I sent her a text message saying Happy Mother's Day. She replied back, thank you. And that was the last time. It was it. I never would have thought that'd be the last time I would speak to her or hear her voice. I never would have thought my mother would be shot dead, have a bullet go through the right temple on her head because a white supremacist scouted, put a manifesto online, twitched about it, wrote on 4chan about it.
My Lord.
Came to Buffalo apparently a few days prior, found the community of low socioeconomic status to plan this hate attack. I constantly think about what could have been done. And it seems like it's like Groundhog Day. Like how many times have we seen a young white supremacist, they post on a far right wing social media site what they plan on doing, what type of people they hate, who they want to target. They go out, buy a semi-automatic rifle. I mean, myself, I can't even go to a local gun store and even just shoot around without a concealed carry permit. But somehow an 18-year-old is easily able to just buy an illegally modified semi-automatic rifle.
My Lord.
And like I said, it's just Groundhog Day. Like we've seen this over and over and over again. Honestly speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if another event happens like this down the line. I never thought that this would happen in Buffalo. Like it's hard for me to imagine the city in which I grew up in, the neighborhood which I grew up in, the tops on Jefferson, which I went to plenty times growing up. That'll be a place of the next terrorist attack. The first terrorist attack, I believe, here in the United States. And it seems like people of color are becoming, it used to say we're second-class citizens. I believe we're third-class citizens now. Because depending what type of animal somebody has, you know, that dog is considered family. And it seems like over the past century, like it's known people of low socioeconomic status, people of color, this really aren't our home. You had it in the 1920s in Tulsa, when you saw African Americans start doing good for themselves. You had a bunch of white people, bunch of Klansmen, bunch of racists just destroy it. You had it throughout the 60s or 70s when veterans, black veterans, were coming home after serving their country, fighting in Vietnam. They couldn't even get a job here. You had it in the 80s with the crack epidemic.
That's right.
When you had African Americans getting addicted to this, they didn't try to help them out. They didn't try to get them some substance abuse counseling. They were either killed or they were sent to prison. Compared to what's going on now with the opioid crisis. The first thing they try to do is to get you in some type of addiction center, some rehab, some counseling. Last time I heard, I haven't even heard any opioid people getting RICO charges. But you have rappers getting RICO charges.
That's right.
So like I said, we're not even considered second-class citizens no more. Depending on what type of dog a family may have, that dog is considered more family than the regular black person you see walking down. So hopefully this is the last event. Honestly, I don't think it is. And I don't think it will be for a long time. Once again, the fact that an 18-year-old man can easily purchase a semi-automatic rifle, and yet people claim the gun laws are too strict, or we're trying to tread on their right to buy guns, is just sad and depressing. And my mom showed to be a victim of this because somebody woke up, decided they didn't like black people, and shot a hollow point bullet just right here. With her fiance watching, hiding in the cooler as best as he could, and he ended up getting scratches all over his chest and arms. My mother's fiance had to watch her die with a hollow point bullet going through her right temple.
My God. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you, Mark, for bearing your heart